I claim Sam Edmund, the number one newsbreaker here in Melbourne. He joins. Oh no, he's got that look on his face.
I don't like those big claims, Gary. I'll be
Says
honest.
he's
Oh, my God.
Tim's over-promised and you're about to under-deliver.
No, not exactly. Good morning to you, Gary. Good morning, Tim. Don't look at me like that, Tim. What do you like?
Tim's giving you a fair good pump up.
Well, I'll just lay it out for you to play it out. I can't change the course of history or what's happened or what might. I can only state the facts. So how about we just state the fact as things sit at the moment. It concerns the Richmond Football Club and it concerns their triple premiership winning midfielder Kane Lambert. Now, what we can say is that Kane is staring down the barrel of an injury layoff that could last 6 months. And the Tigers are giving strong consideration to putting Lambert in for what would be a significant hip operation that will or could wipe out his season. So he has battled persistent soreness over the pre-season. Richmond supporters will know that. The track watchers, he missed the Tigers intra-club on February 19. He was forced to sit out the practice match against Geelong last Saturday. He's had multiple scans. There's been little sign of improvement. He'll consult a surgeon next week to make the final call with an eye to potentially going under the knife. And it will be a big operation.
A surgeon, is this operation like, can you compare this to an operation that someone else may have had recently or in the past sometime?
This procedure would be very similar, I'm told, to that undertaken by Michael Hurley, Andy Murray, if you follow your tennis. He had the hip joint replaced. So it's not a full hip replacement. No. You know this, Tim. Michael Hurley had a hip joint replaced in that bid to resuscitate his career. And that was 5 months ago for Michael Hurley.
Yep.
In fact,
he had complications regarding an infection.
Of course he did. Of course he did. As far as this operation goes, leading sports medico Dr. Peter Bruckner, now he joined SEN in the aftermath of the Hurley operation to describe it as a resurfacing. So not as major as a full hip replacement. They go in, they shave a bit of the bone off to put it in layman's terms. But this is a big operation.
Is that the season if he goes and has this?
I think it's as long as 6 months. So that takes into what? September. Yeah. That's the season.
So this is a man that was second in their BNF in the 2018 year. He was third in 2017.
And he only played 13 games last year and he still finished top 10. So that highlights his importance to that side.
No, that is big. We hope for the best, but it doesn't sound great if he hasn't been doing any work. He's going to have a slow start at worst, but at best, rather, at worst, maybe the year.
And it was interesting listening to Damien Hardwick yesterday at the Fox Footy launch. One thing he touched on, but it wasn't fleshed out, was the down year they had last year, obviously 12th. He went on to say that they covered the mental space really well. They spent a lot of time, he said, a fair bit of work over the course of the summer, delving into the mental side of the game with the players, which I thought was interesting. Otherwise, they're pretty healthy, the Tigers. Kane Lambert's a blow. But Dustin Martin back and looking really ominous. He said, I'm really bullish about the way we're going to go this year, Damien Hardwick.
He did, yeah.